All right, so first we're gonna do this incredible Taskmaster, and let me tell you, this Taskmaster looks absolutely amazing. And you know what I was thinking? Just to show you how cool the other Taskmasters are from the previous sets, check this out. We want to do a video soon of all three of the ones that we have. We might actually have more when you take into account the Toy Biz era. We have these other Taskmasters, and they look absolutely great. But of course, let's focus on our movie one today. And keep in mind, the movie has not come out yet when we're making this video, and we're actually not sure. It looks like they pushed it back to November 2020. It is still April 2020 when I'm making this video. So we'll just go off of what we know so far and the really incredible trailer. So look at this beautiful action figure. It looks absolutely great. It looks just like the trailers that we've seen. And look at that really tech-looking mask right there. Doesn't that look absolutely incredible? Look at this beautiful artwork. It's kind of just appears to be, well, maybe it's not even a mirror image. It looks like the same image twice, and then this really cool concept art back here. Again, we have a close-up of who's in the set, and each one of these action figures contains one Build-A-Figure piece for Crimson Dynamo, except Taskmaster. And you know what I just noticed? Notice how this is not out of focus yet. This sort of looks that way. It's actually that way on the print. It's just not really focused. But anyway, let's take a closer look and let's see what the write-up says back here. And this write-up says, Taskmaster is armed with the ability to mimic an enemy's every move. And if you've seen the preview, he does like this Spider-Man type jump where he's got his arm back like this. He's got almost like a Captain America shield. He's got Black Panther claws. I mean, the list goes on. And I'm anxious to see just what exactly he can do, what his powers are, and who he's mimicking and how he was able to get like all this stuff. And so I don't know if he's got almost like a Stark Tech visor in there. I don't know. But let's get him open. Let's see just how incredible this guy is. And of course, he does not come with a Build-A-Figure piece. So he's technically optional if you want to build Crimson Dynamo, but trust me, he's not optional as far as having in your collection. Look how absolutely incredible it looks. Oh, I almost forgot Hawkeye with this bow and arrow right here. So we'll take a look. So, man, look at this right here. We can place that in there. Let's pop them on out. And let's definitely dive right on in. And let's see how incredible the detail is on this action figure. Looks like the hood is attached to the top of his head, but cannot be removed. So it's probably glued up there. We don't have amazing head articulation, but we have pretty good head articulation considering this hood right here. But it is, even though it's kind of softer type plastic or vinyl, it does restrict the movement a little bit. Look at that awesome mask where it's almost like a skeleton almost. Look at that with that digital visor. He's got this really cool part that comes across right here, and I'm like, well, is he supposed to have a cape or not? Right? Definitely looks like it's supposed to, but I guess part of that cloak. And then I'm not sure what this gear does on his suit, but we're gonna find out when the movie comes out, right? All right, so let's see. He's got a really incredible ab crunch that goes pretty far forward and a decent amount back. He turns right here at the waist, so he turns nice and smooth everywhere. His shoulders, let's see, they click really heavily, and they actually go in pretty well. It's restricted by when it hits about there, if you'll see. So it goes about that far in, won't go any further. Looks like about a mirror image on both arms. Turns right here on this part of the bicep. Look at that. And it's a nice chunky build. Let's see. We do have double joints at the elbow, so we're able to come in more than a 45-degree angle, so that's a plus. And let me tell you, this articulation is nice and strong. Ooh, I don't know why we're able to go beyond going straight there with a 180. So let's see this fist. It does bend in and out and only goes so far out because of that piece right there. It does spin. It looks absolutely great. It looks like we have basically a mirror image here. Look at that. So that's awesome. This elbow is a little bit more difficult to maneuver than I thought it was going to be. So while everything else is great, the part on the forearm is a little more difficult. And you'll see he ends up bending further out. So you're going to have to, that's actually kind of odd. Look at that. You're going to need to support this a little more than I thought. Okay, so let's move on. Let's see the legs. It turns right here on the high part of the thigh. Let's see, we got some pretty good leg movement right here. Looks like we got a joint right there that spins out. This is soft plastic, and this is actually kind of free floating. So, but it moves well. Let's see, we have really strong knee joints, and that's good because it's not going to come loose, but it does move slightly further than straight out. Look at that, just like the elbow. Let's bend both legs to make sure we get good articulation there. Yep, absolutely. And then of course moves further out. So that's a little different. Gonna get some getting used to. And right here, wow, the ankles actually move really well and pivot. So that's awesome. Okay, let's take a look at the detail on the suit, which is beautiful. Look at the paint job. I love how it's like metallic. Look at that. Look at the belt. The paint job on this action figure is superb. Look at the mold. Look at the pants. Look at the paint job here. Look at that orange and blue. Looks great. Look at the boots. The mold on this action figure is beautiful. Look at that. Look at that hood. Let's take a look at the accessories. Look at the shield. Looks absolutely great and does exactly what like our Captain America shields have done in the past. You can put it here on his wrist, like that. Or we can put it in his hand. Well, I guess in one of the other hands. And then if he had a peg, we could actually put it right here, which he does not. So just throwing that out there, and with an open hand, we can actually put that in there. So let's see what we got here. We have 2 sets of hands, in addition to the ones it comes with. And let's see what these look like. Let's take all of these really amazing accessories out. Let's see, we have to lift this tape right here. How are we gonna get this out? Which part comes out, the front or the back? Let's see. Oof, this is gonna be difficult to understand. Let's see, let's push it down in. I definitely don't want to break this. There we go. We have these Black Panther type claws right here. Look at this. So this is one set of hands like that, and that looks really cool. And it shows him doing that like Wakanda Forever, like across his body in the preview. And let's take this really incredible like saber right here out. Look at that. Zoom in. The detail. So that looks absolutely awesome. That blade and handle, okay. And then these hands, we have one with a finger, I guess, to pull back the bow, and then the other hand to hold it. So let's see what that looks like. Let's get rid of these fists right here by just twisting and popping them off. There we go. Let's pop these right on in. Pushing and twisting. These are probably the hands that we're going to want to keep on here. So let's put the other hands back. I'm going to just pop that right in here. Put that away. And first, let's see what his sword and shield look like. Look at this. Oop. Look at that. You can't tell me that doesn't look absolutely incredible. Let's get him really good action posing. There we go. His knee's bending a little funky, but there we are. We can turn him this way. Look at that. Oof. And there's a little bit of restriction with his shoulder. That's the only bad part. And his wrist is kind of pushed out. So, on both of them. So that's kind of interesting. Because it's pushed out, it doesn't pull in as close as I thought it would. I would like this sword to kind of come straight like this, but it's forced out. That's all right. Definitely looks cool. All right, so we can't turn his head more than that. We can pull the shield about there. I wonder if the shield is the size that it would be in the movie, but let's take a look at that. Look how great that looks. Okay, awesome. Now let's switch this for this bow and arrow. And this looks like it's just gonna go, wow, cool. I haven't even shown you what this looks like. The great detail here. I love how this is like a soft plastic right here. It's attached here and here. And then this looks like we can slide on in there. Look at that. So we can, I'm assuming, put this right in. How do we want this? That probably has to go up here, right? So, since it doesn't show us on the action figure box, let's just put it like this anyway. That way it comes across the top. Even though it's coming across a little awkward. Let's bring the arm over here. And you know what? I won't be able to really straighten it like I would like to. And I don't want to pull it back too far either. So, let me see. He's definitely not going to be able to have the pose that I thought he would. Because in order to pull this back, it would look a little too forced, and this finger isn't going to hold it. So it's kind of a missed opportunity, because I definitely can't pull that back without it looking forced and weird and plasticky, and it's not going to hold it anyway. Look, because for me to push it in there, it's going to slide out anyway. All right, so it was a cool idea. But since the whole thing starts to bend, it doesn't work, and since you need to have the arm outstretched, and I can't bring it across the body either, that's the problem. So it was a cool idea, and the execution just didn't work out. This is cool. So nonetheless, these accessories still go well. I still love the way they look. They still look outstanding. And we can still like probably place them here. But it's not the same. And I could flip this over the other way, but still not the same. But still look absolutely outstanding. I'll put that away, and then maybe have him getting ready. So, all right, we'll set that aside. We'll see if we can. What if we try to switch these hands? Will that work? Sort of. Let's see if we can. Come down like this. Have him bring this down right here. And bring this leg up. And this leg out. How will that look? Bring this arm a little further like this. This is almost a great pose, if I can get it to stay though. Alright, that's a little awkward. Let's see if I can fix it a little bit better. But why did I do this pose like this? Why, you ask? Because of this. So let me see if I can get this to work at all. Alright, we did as close as we could do to that artwork right there, with the mobility that this action figure allows us to do. So it only goes so far back in the arms, and it goes so far forward with the arms, and the head only goes so far to the side and around. But still, I think this action pose is still pretty strong, very dynamic. I don't know if the shield is supposed to be a little bit bigger, but nonetheless, looks absolutely gorgeous. I think you'll agree, and I say let's move on. Looks absolutely amazing. And let's put them right on over here. But you know what? The sword's gonna get in the way. Look at that. That's alright. Alright, let's move on. Next, what do you say?